Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes.
Is there anybody out there that wants to roll? And is there anybody out there that wants to boogie? Tonight, live from the Apollo, Glasgow.
Well, if you're looking for trouble, I'm the man to see. If you're looking for satisfaction, it's satisfaction guaranteed. I'm as cool as a body on ice, hotter than the rolling dice. Send you to heaven, or take you to hell. I ain't fooling, can't you tell? I'm a live wire.
Well, that was interesting, wasn't it?
Why?
Well, it just sort of hung there, didn't it?
Oh, okay, right.
Could you see that working okay?
I don't care. Let's
Anyway,
go.
Good evening, everybody. And welcome to the Glasgow Polo Live with me, Scott MacArthur.
And me, Andy Muir. How are you?
I'm all right. I've had an average week, mate. Average week.
Good.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Could
But
be
my
worse.
cat died,
Yes.
and that
Lovely
was
weekend.
that was annoying. Lovely cat. So I was a bit low about that. Then I just put some headphones on and got lost in music, and that was great. So
Yeah.
it was a bit of what have I been listening to this week? All sort of stuff this week. I've been listening to Anathema. Do you remember them?
Yeah.
Good
Yep.
band. And a little bit of Slipknot because I needed some
Yeah.
stuff blowing
Yeah.
out. My,
I saw that you were listening to that, but
yeah, I was a bit of
well,
Duality by Slipknot. It's a brilliant song. That absolutely brilliant. I love it. I love it to bits. So, what about you? What have you been listening to this week?
been listening to old school heavy metal. Rat.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
But-
how would you characterize the ditty tunes by the pop combo Rat?
They were good. They were all right. Yeah, but let's get back to the.
Let's get back to the Apollo. Yeah, okay. So this week, what we're going to do? We're going to do the usual rundown of the gigs that happened in the last few days. And it's quite a lot, isn't there? This week, mate, isn't there?
Very
quite a lot.
quite. Yeah.
It's
there's
packed.
a fair amount. Yeah.
The socials this week have been amazing. And I'll give you the numbers shortly, but absolutely incredible. And some of the stuff that has appeared this week has. It continued. Like for new members, thanks very much for joining us. We've loved it again. The enthusiasm, some of the ticket collections this week, Andy. I don't know if you saw them, but they were absolutely fantastic. The other thing we're doing this week that we did last week, something we're doing differently this week. We're not playing any music that can be banned, so we're back to the old-fashioned rescued recordings from our friend over at the Rescued Recordings, Jack McCafferty. So we're doing classic rescued recordings this week, so hopefully there'll be no moments where we lose the stream this week, because that was a real pain. And the music that I've got this week for you is pretty much classic in every sense, so I hope you enjoy that. And I'm sure Andy's looking forward to it as well, aren't you, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Your
to start
choice.
things off,
I love your choice.
well, I know they're not obscure. Right, I promise you one thing this week: they are not obscure. Right, I know you accuse me of choosing obscure tracks. I've probably gone for two of the most obvious tracks you can imagine by these two artists. Right,
Okay.
so I'm going mainstream tonight.
That's good. Maybe that's maybe the issue was that we played a mainstream track
Maybe.
See you.
You could be right. But just before we start, I just posted on the Facebook group that if you want your name to come up in the chat, or at least to get a name check, if you haven't registered, please follow that link that I put in the post. You can see it on the screen just now. Honestly, it's 3 clicks. It works. It doesn't ask for any data. It just click, 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 and you're on, and your name comes through. So let me just see who's here, and then we'll go on with oh, there's loads of you. Hello. Oh, something there. You see, there's someone there. I don't know who you are, but saying "Rat, brilliant." There you go, Andy. Can you see who that is? Have you got Facebook on?
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, and thanks for whoever said that. I mean, I was so bad I couldn't take her into the vet to get her put to sleep. I had to get Samantha to do it, my other half. I couldn't do it. It was awful. Anyway, hi Raymond. Thanks for joining us once again. Good to see you. Bon, as always, I can always guarantee Bon's going to be there. And another anonymous person. Come on, guys. Go into that link. Click, 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 and you're on. Get your name on the show. So, without further ado, we're going to start with this. Andy,
mate, you've muted yourself.
Give me a report. Can you see me? I can't see anything.
I can see you.
You can see me, right?
Come in, over. Yeah, I can see you.
Good
evening, whoever that was.
Yes, whoever it was. This isn't very nice. I don't like this. Right, okay. I'll keep talking for a moment. Right, who played this week, mate?
Who played this week? Well, there was a Free Traffic and John Martin gig. That was, if I remember correctly, a sort of Island record, because they were all signed to Island. Island record sort of showcase, I think.
Right, okay.
Yeah, you've frozen that, by the way.
I know I have. I can't see anything. I'm just going blind here at the moment. Don't worry.
All right, okay. All right, and oh no, you're jumping a bit. There was a Mott the Hoople, and well, actually, that free gig, I listened to that. I think I posted it on the site, on the Facebook page. I listened to that, a few tracks off that. Yeah, the Glasgow crowd are just bonkers. Yeah, it's crazy. It's so loud. But then I guess the tape recorder was in the crowd, but they were just so loud.
Yes.
They were all good, but I think I was talking to you earlier. The standout track for me on that was "Be My Friend" on that bootleg. It was just, if you just look up Playhouse Free 72, you'll see this rescued recording, and it's pretty rough, but you'll get the idea. Mott the Hoople and Sensational Alex Harvey Band. Someone, or I'll just go through. That would be. I was speaking to a guy last night, and he was so shocked about how good Alex Harvey was.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, mate. Well, he never really heard them, so I was like, well, go and investigate more, right? Yeah, okay. Elton John. I tried to find a bootleg of that recording of that, but I couldn't find one. Traffic, that had been a good gig. ELO and Raymond Frogat. I looked him up this morning. He was like a country sort of western guy. Wrote some songs. Did a song for Cliff Richard. It was a number 9 hit or something. He was just like nearly there, and then he just didn't get over the line in terms of breaking through.
Right.
Sort of country. He was good. I'm going to listen to some more of it because his lyrics were quite nice. Right. Manitas de Plata. He was a flamenco guy. I think I asked about that.
Guitar player, wasn't he?
Yeah. Flamenco, French flamenco player. That's not his real name. I can't remember his real name, but he was amazing. So flamenco guitarist, fantastic. Yeah. Chuck Berry, he would have been his usual grumpy self, probably.
Yep.
Well, it might not have been. It might have been a good day. He might have got paid up front and then had a good pickup band that night.
Yes.
Susie Quattro with Cozy Pills, Hammer, and the Arrows. Don't know anything about the Arrows. Don't know anything about Cozy Pill's Hammer, but I guess it was a drum-based rock outfit. And
Yeah.
Susie Quattro, well, she's Susie Quattro, queen of bass and leather rock.
Yes.
She's very good. I quite like her.
She was pretty good actually, wasn't she? She could
Oh,
sing.
she's still pretty good, mate.
Aye.
She's still amazing. She's amazing. I was listening to a podcast with her on it a couple of weeks ago. She's still amazing. I think she's 72.
Good Lord.
And just rocking on. Amazing. 72, much probably a bit younger, maybe older, I don't know. Brian Ferry, 2 nights. He would have been his suave, sophisticated self in those days. 77, that may have been getting into his heyday. Oh, he probably got better. Anyway, Ted Nugent and Steve Gibbons band. I listened to Steve Gibbons band. They were kind of boogie rock band with what sort of bit idiosyncratic lyrics, I thought.
Yes.
Yeah, different subjects he was dealing with there. Ted Nugent would have been absolutely bonkers. I think some folks said he was just mental. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing mad stuff. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about Steve Nugent. Steve Nugent. I think Scott's going away for a wee holiday now. Steve Gibbons band, yeah, boogie band. Gallagher and Lyle, 2 nights. Gallagher and Lyle, and then Steel Eye Span were there. Chris de Burgh was the headliner in Wednesday. I've lost my mind now. With the Average White Band the day after, yeah. And Inner Circle. Anyone know about Inner Circle? I tried to look them up, but I didn't find much information about them. Average White Band did two nights there. That would probably be a good homecoming gig for them. Back to Scotland for a few nights. The Tourists and the Solos. Tourists, obviously, Annie Lennox, a Scottish. Go into Facebook. What is he talking about? I don't know what he's doing. What's he doing? The feed has gone down. Oh. Am I on? What's going on here? Am I on? Oh well. Anyway, I'll just Crocus and more. I got some information about that support band from Jim Grennan the other night there when we had a wee chat online. Thanks, Jim. The Stranglers. Oh, I'm still going, huh? Just me then. And I've got no idea what's going on. There's nothing much to do here. The Stranglers. Doug, were you at this gig? Oh, is that a mumble of Scott? Oh, you're back.
Right.
Oh.
It should be all right now. Hopefully folk are still seeing us. I'll repost I'll repost the link, mate, so everybody can
Okay. No, but I think they could still see me. Yeah.
All right, on you go. So they could. All right, on you go. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Okay, so where we are? Oh, I was at the Stranglers. I was just going to say, I bet you Doug was still at that. I don't know. The Arrows probably did. I'm talking to Ian Bamford here. The Stranglers. The Arrows probably did do the I Love Rock and Roll. That's a good version they do.
They did. It was a good song, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Great song. Hi, Ian.
And then 10cc with support with Jealous Girl. Then Hawkwind and Bronze. That Hawkwind gig would probably be a fun-filled night. If I remember correctly, someone was at that gig and they walked in and they said they were genuinely scared of Hawkwind. Was that them? They walked in and they were scared. They just didn't know what was going. I think they said they were 13 or something. They walked in and it was Hawkwind, and they went, "Oh, I'm a bit scared now about what's going on." Joan Armatrading, she was one of our first people, first stars to come back to us and say that she really enjoyed the gig, and we put that on our glasgowpolo.com site. If you don't know that site, it's well worth a visit, I think. And Meatloaf and Terraplane, we were just talking about this earlier. I couldn't remember if I'd been to that gig, but I'd definitely been to a Meatloaf gig, but I wasn't sure if I'd seen Terraplane at that gig. But
Yeah,
pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I wasn't under any influence in 1985. No, I was still a wee bit.
I'm getting. Hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt you, mate. There's people asking me to repost the link. I'm assuming you're talking about the restream link, folks, because we're obviously having a problem with the tech tonight. But if you're commenting there, then you're on the chat. So I don't understand. What do you want me to repost, guys? And I will repost it.
Give me a report. Can you see me? I can't see anything. I can see you. You can see me. Right. Come in.
That's me talking to you. Oh no, I'm still on, mate. I can still see
No,
it.
There's loads of people on. It's just somebody's asking for help here, and I want to know what to do to help them. You see, that's all I'm saying.
Well, please repost. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, but I'm still on, and I can see myself on Facebook. Anyway.
No, I can see you as well. It's just I hate it when somebody's having a problem and I'm not helping them. Sorry, you keep talking. Sorry, I'll be there with them in a minute.
Yeah, well, we're nearly we're done anyway. So it's
okay.
That Terraplane Meatloaf and Terraplane gig that was a good gig. I think I'm not even sure if I went to see him twice. I think one of the gigs was cancelled or something, or postponed. It's such a long time ago. It's only 36 years ago.
Right. Sorry, I understand what people are worried about now. They're asking me to post the link for their names to go up. So I'm not being very professional tonight. This is terrible. I never had so many problems. It's awful.
That's okay.
Right, I shall post this link. Here you go. I'll just put that in the link now. It's in there for your name. There you go, guys. There you go. Sorry, I just couldn't. Andy and I have been talking about getting some merchandise made, and I was thinking what we need to have is, I think I was there. Glasgow Polo. I think I was there because we're so forgetful. And I don't know what I've done today, but something's not right. But it seems to be working a bit better now. So hopefully we'll get through it. So, okay, so that's quite a week. And there's somebody there just saying, Bon actually saying Terraplane became Thunder. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What a band. Absolutely love Thunder.
Yeah.
They're terrific. And Danny, the singer, can still sing.
Of course he can.
And weirdly, they're getting bigger. It's quite odd, isn't it? How they faded and now they're playing arenas. It's odd.
Yeah. I don't know if you have the same mind as me, but I always thought that Danny, the singer of Thunder.
Danny Bose.
Danny Bose, yes, that's his name. I was just about to say that before you interrupted me. Why am I on screen? Why aren't you? There you go. There.
I've changed it.
Yeah. He always reminded me of Leo Sayer. Singing. Have a listen to Terraplane and then listen to Leo Sayer.
Okay. I mean, Leo Sayer did have a good voice. I don't think he's as good.
He's got a good voice. I'm not saying Leo Sayer's bad. I'm just saying the similarities are
noticeable.
A man like me, to me. Also, he's quite a good rock singer and sounds like Paul Rodgers a lot.
Absolutely. Now, normally at this point, I would queue up the what happened on the socials this week, but I'm not going to because it might be the video that's thrown this off this week. So, Andy, what happened on the socials?
What happened on the socials this week?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened? Well, there was what happened on the socials? I'm not sure.
New members.
Oh, new members. That's right. There was 139 new members.
139.
Well, we just got one whilst you were on.
Good
at the start
Lord.
of this thing. So 139 new members.
That must be the most we've had in a week since we started this. Must be.
It is.
That's amazing. Thanks, folks.
It's good for you. It's good that you come on and chat and talk. And I love seeing the new member. Boom. I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
Here's my memory. I love it. It's fantastic.
Yeah. The circle used to bounce.
Yeah. Don't be like that. Yeah.
No. I'm not being like that. It's brilliant. You hear them talking about it. It's fantastic. Yes, 130 new members. What else?
There's like 8,818 members now, which is
9,000 next week, do you think?
No. No. 10,000. Yeah.
That's terrific. Thanks very much, folks, for joining. That's absolutely magic. Really good.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, what was the link I was going to go to? That's right. We're doing pretty badly here today.
We're not doing well this week. It's terrible.
When
the technology doesn't work,
technical issues.
It knocks you off. It's friggin' annoying, you know. And
it is
anyway, we'll get. Don't worry, we'll get it back. Don't worry, we'll get it back.
We'll get our mojo back.
Yeah. Right. While you're farting about, right, I'm going to mention a couple of things. I'll talk. Yeah, right. There was 2 or 3 things that were really, I thought, were incredible. We had photographs I had never seen before. Tom Hind posted some Bob Marley pictures.
Yeah, they were fantastic.
Fantastic. I've actually got one here. Hang on, I'll show the group because it really was brilliant. Look at that.
Can't see it. See it now.
Don't you make it worse than it needs to be. Now, come on. But anyway, that was Bob Marley. I would love to be at that gig. I would absolutely loved it. I think that was 1980. So just the 41 years ago. Yeah. He must have died.
Good view from the circle.
He must have died. He must have died soon after that.
Someone
he must have done. Somebody will know. Somebody will know. Bon will probably know. He's got that sort of brain.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember what we do. I remember. We do the active members business. 6,249.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember it ever being above 6,000 before, unless I've forgotten. It's usually over 5,000.
Yeah, usually 5 or 6.
Fantastic.
But that's good. That's amazing.
Right.
Really good. And Saturday seems to be the most popular day, but that's Friday for me. That's Saturday for me, so it's Friday for you. So, yes.
Across
so
the
that's
world.
when people get on and they get loud.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you picked it up on the microphone, folks, but that's my favourite sound on a Friday night.
Iron Brew. Iron Brew.
That's it. Iron Brew.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'll do the top post as well. So Ian Arbuckle was doing I think we were going to talk about this, but the most memorable, was it most memorable? No, it wasn't that one, but
I'll quote it in a minute.
You quote it, right? So the most memorable opening number by any band, that got, it was like 326 comments, which is pretty cool. But it wasn't, I don't think it was limited to, I don't think he put a limit on it, only Apollo, you know.
No, there was all sorts of stuff, yeah.
And there was, maybe that was the one you were you going to talk about the one band being booed off?
There was a similar one. Yeah, it was Ian Arbuckle, and what he said was, he asked us to think about the moment the support band realised it wasn't going to be a good gig for them. Yeah. And I have to say, it's probably the funniest I've seen, and there is no way. I mean, I was reading it this afternoon, and I read it it took me about an hour to read it, and I thought nearly every single one of these is quotable. Yeah. Right, honestly, it was really funny. But there was a couple that I thought were quite sort of noteworthy, mate. Bill Morton. I don't know if we know Bill, do we? Is Bill, are you there? Are you a new member, mate? I'm not sure I know you. And he said Thin Lizzy got booed off when they supported Slade. No. What is this
maybe
what
was it because Slade were like it was a teeny bopper point?
It could have been, it could have been.
Did they get booed off, or did they just not get a great reception?
Well, there was a bit of that usual debate. I can't remember if it was Lindsay or it might have been Iron Maiden. You know, that sort of debate. The electrician said no. Anyway, but there was that sort of debate. But that was good. And then Jim Duff, I've heard from Jim Duff before, I'm sure. Jim, hi, if you're there. He mentioned the Motors supporting Wishbone Ash. And this is brilliant. And I'm quoting him, but I have to say, Jim, I'm going to nick this. These are Jim's words. He says, "Out of the darkness, a single battered black pudding descended from the sky and smacked and exploded on the bass player's napper."
Yeah.
I thought that was brilliant.
I thought it was good too. I was going, wow. I was thinking, someone's like sitting in the circle with a black pudding, you know, just like watching the band.
Probably one of the roadies or something, or one of the bouncers. Oh. Yeah, but somebody responded to it and said, "I thought it was a tennis ball." It was the debate whether it was a black pudding or a tennis ball. I thought it was brilliant. I really did.
What would be more likely?
A black pudding.
Yeah, I would. Mr. Chips next door.
And another
hold on. I'll just I'm nipping into Mr. Chips from my black pudding supper, and then being so appalled by the band that you throw it away. Oh man,
that's absolutely fantastic.
Or maybe you just bought it for the purpose of throwing.
And here's some. There you go. Look, no way. Lizzie never got booed off. Must be fake news. Well, anonymous on Facebook. Andy thinks you're right. I don't know. I think it could have been some sort of conspiracy or something. It might have been, there could have been a new vaccine come out that week or something. But anyway, and what's this one here? Slade played the Arran Music Festival when there were skinheads. Nobody knew who they were. I've heard about that. Yeah, how bizarre. Yes. And Ian's reminding us that Marley did die in 81. Yeah, I thought it was soon after that. I would have loved to have been at that. Anyway, and then the final one that I thought was interesting and it raised a whole load of memories in my head was Paul Craig said, remember we played Clover a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
When they supported Skinnerd. Well, apparently Huey Lewis said, we love being in England.
I don't know. Because that's been attributed to other bands.
Well, I've heard several bands doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember Whitesnake doing it when they were in the middle of the frizzy haired stage, and he went, oh, and he realised, and he went, sorry, you know, but
he didn't know.
I was there, mate. It was at the Playhouse in Edinburgh,
right?
And he said England, and he realised, and
he realised he was in England, so
aye. No, he actually went, oh shit, I'm really sorry, and the audience were like. You know, you could feel it. It was like, did you fucking know? But then he did a good song, and that was the end of that.
Quickly realised he messed up the audience. He messed up his gig.
Anyway, I just thought that was a really nice stream. Yeah. Ian, thanks very much. And I think
when I was listening to last week, I was listening to the Saxon bootleg.
Yeah.
There was the song sort of Crusaders or something. I think they've got
Crusaders.
He was talking about in the lyrics. He's talking about I'm pretty sure it's about England, but he just all the way through when he was saying England, he would say Scotland.
Aye.
I'm pretty sure there weren't many Crusaders. might be wrong here, but I don't know if there's many Crusaders from Scotland.
No, I would. No, because they were. We're getting the history now.
Was that the Knights Templars? Were they Crusaders?
Yeah, I mean most Scottish people were either speaking Welsh, Norwegian, Gaelic. Interest. Glasgow for 200 years the language was Welsh. Did you know that?
You told me that before. Yes, I do.
It's amazing, fucking amazing. Anyway, and Glasgow means family in Welsh. Anyway, right. Yeah, okay. Move on. There's someone is just saying there that John Cougar Mellencamp was booed off when he supported John Miles on the Zaragon tour. Oh, I like the name of Zaragon. That sounds like a Lord of the Rings character. Go forth, Zaragon. John Cougar's music. I mean, he's done some good songs. In fact, he's done some terrific songs. But in the last 10 years, bleh, it's turned into bleh music. I don't know if you've heard it, mate.
Oh,
You probably think it's okay and he's doing his best. Yes.
That's just
I think
your
it's
opinion.
Eh?
That's just your opinion.
In my opinion. Yeah, well, who else's opinion have I got?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. It's low alcohol. In fact, there's no alcohol.
Yeah, well, mine is fully loaded tonight. I'll tell you, I'm going to need it after the state of this stream tonight. So anyway, that was a brilliant. I really enjoyed it, and I will come back to it next week.
I'm going to read it again.
It's brilliant, and I think the black pudding supper, the black pudding coming out of the dark and hitting the guy in the napper is just world class. That you just imagine.
I was thinking, a battered black pudding. I thought,
you can hear Billy Connolly saying that, couldn't you? I mean, that's right out about Billy Connolly. Other things that happened.
Battered black pudding.
Oh, you're stretching it now.
You can visualize it.
I mean,
what it might have been the wee ones though.
Could have been. I doubt it. Not back then, with the big ones. I always took the haggis challenge. You know, remember the half haggis you used to get? I used to love that. Oh God. Anyway, right, move on. Other stuff that was quite interesting, I thought. Derek McAdam mentioned Ted Nugent in 1977, and there was whole loads of responses. Obviously, Ted Nugent's a dick, but a fantastic guitar player. Has written some cracking songs, and one of the first rock songs I ever heard. Do you remember that Cat Scratch Fever song? Yeah, brilliant song, and it was on Axe Attack.
On that record up there.
It's on that one up there, mate. Aye, and there, yeah, and so there, but the other thing that came up from that, loads of folk said it was one of the loudest gigs they'd ever been at. And there's a little bit of a thing about that, because one of the other bands that I've seen a few times that I don't know why I went again is going to be one of the bands we're going to close with tonight, that I just think they're a wall of noise. I could never hear any music despite the type of music they do. So we'll come back to that. But I think folk enjoyed the Ted Nugent gig. It was weird because some folk walked out, but the majority seemed to really enjoy it. It's weird. I've already mentioned Tom Hind and the brilliant Bob Marley pictures. But then Martin Lupton, how you doing, Martin? Martin has contributed a few times, and he was in. If you've not seen it on the Facebook group, look at this, guys. Look at this photograph. That's just an incredible photograph, and he stuck his ticket on there, which I thought was a good touch as well. We've seen the Queen pictures, some of the Queen pictures before that Martin did. We had never seen that one, and apparently someone thought that, or someone put in the chat that this guy here that's on that's carrying the big man was one of he was Annie Lennox's security guard. God knows how he got there. And then somebody said on the group, I don't know if you heard this one. I mean, it doesn't sound real. Somebody else said it was Darth Vader 2 nights before. It could have been
Dave Prowse.
Oh, there you go. Well, I don't know. I don't remember their names.
Darth Vader, the guy who did the Green Cross Code guy.
I met him.
You don't remember his name?
No, but I met him.
Dave
I went to Comic. What's it called? Comic Com or Comcom or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
In Manchester, and I met him. I met Buffy. I met Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Lovely. She
was ugly, and so that was.
No, she wasn't.
She was gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I remember
I have to say.
She was lovely, and the highlight of that experience was my son Rory, who's 22 now, was into Pokemon, and in the Pokemon world, the English version of the Pokemon world is basically one woman that does all the voices. So we got to meet her. She was really, really nice. So we had a good time. Anyway, I don't know. I digress. But anyway, so, and somebody else said it was quite funny that I can never remember anyone in the audience saying, "Isn't Freddie a bit gay?" And then there was a bit of a debate about that's not appropriate. Well, not appropriate today, but back then it was a different world. And it was the same with Big Rob Halford, wasn't it? He couldn't have been more stereotypically gay than he is. I don't care what sexuality Freddie Mercury was. I wish he was here.
Yeah.
God.
I don't think Rob Halford's stereotypically gay. I don't think there is a stereotype. No.
Oh God, that's another debate. Well, Right, if you've seen Al Pacino's film Cruising, that type of gay.
Yeah, but that's stereotypically gay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's not real gay.
I know it's not real gay. Stereotypes.
Gays are everywhere, mate.
God. Anyway, it's fantastic, and I thought the banter was brilliant on that one. So thanks, Martin. You're a star. These pictures are absolutely brilliant.
Isn't there another thing where I'm maybe making this up, but I'm pretty sure Freddie Mercury did something with champagne. He sprayed champagne or something on everyone and said, "Come on, I'm maybe making this up, but he said, "Come on, everyone, let's come back to the hotel and we'll have some golden showers." And I'm like,
oh, okay. So I'll quickly move on to Bond's comment. Cosipel's Hammer had Don Airey, Bernie Marsden, Neil Murray, and Frank Elliott. Really?
well,
That must have been good.
that's almost Whitesnake.
It is almost Whitesnake. Yeah, very good. Oh, here's a cracker.
Whitesnake. That's like a one-off Whitesnake.
That's brilliant. And then Biff from Saxon in '82, Facebook user, saying Glasgow being the heavy metal capital of England.
Oh yeah. Maybe that's why he kept saying, because that was the bootleg I listened to. Maybe that's why he kept saying Scotland. A lot after that. Yeah.
And here's somebody else saying, sorry, I can't give you a name check because it's not coming up, but I've only got one computer because of homeschooling. Nugent agree as a cock. Great White Buffalo song. Some songs though. Terrific. I mean, really good songs and a terrific performer. There's a video. Have you seen a video of him in ZZ Top? Really, really good. I'm not conforming to the American use of the bastardization of the English language.
Well,
but he did a sort of jam with ZZ Top, and that was brilliant. Right. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, he was good in the Damn Yankees.
He was. In fact, he was very good in the Damn Yankees. I saw them. No, was it Night Ranger he played with as well? Wasn't it?
No.
At one point, he did.
People from.
Somebody correct him. Tell him he's wrong. Come on. People
from Night Ranger played in the Damn Yankees.
And he played in I'm sure he played in went the other way around.
No.
All right, well, we'll soon find out.
They wouldn't have him. I'm
very comfortable with being wrong, incidentally. I can hardly remember.
You must be super comfortable.
What was the gig that had Tangerine Dream tickets with the name scored out? The Police. No, I wonder who's that Facebook user? You're asking good questions. I have seen that, but I can't remember. Does anyone remember? Some of you brainiacs in here that are good at remembering. So, Ian, you're good at that. Well, Bond said no.
I was looking at on the Talisman website.
Yeah,
they sell the Apollo DVD, Apollo Countdown.
Right. What a friend.
Yeah.
They
had misprint.
Master.
All right. Well, I was looking at the Talisman site. They had misprinted tickets for Howard James. Well, it should have been Howard Jones.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah. But they were fully. Yeah. Told you.
So Alan's joined you in the wrong corner, right? Anyway, right. I'm just going to move on.
No. Me and Alex are right.
Right. I'm going to try and play a track now, Andy, while we can gather our thoughts and get our act together here. Now, there's a couple of really good tracks tonight. Now, what one will we finish with? Right. I'm going to play this one first. This is the shorter one. Now, this guy, he's clearly an Apollo fan because he's just released a live album from the old Clyde recordings. We talked about him last week. This is the one and only Alice Cooper. And this is the song that's so note about him, No More Mr. Nice Guy, because he's one of the nicest guys in the game. If you ever listen to him on Planet Rock, I think he's terrific. He's got quite a cool way about him. So here's Alice Cooper at the Apollo, giving it loudly.
Such a sweet, sweet thing today. They got a said, I'm sick, I'm a see where they live there. I got no friends 'cause they read the papers. They cannot be seen with me, and I'm feeling real shut down. I'm feeling mean. They said no more, Mr. Nice Guy. No more, Mr. Clean. No more, Mr. Nice Guy. They said I'm sick, I'm a sick. My dog bit me on my leg today. Cat clawed my eyes. My mom's been thrown out of the social circle. Dad's got to hide. I went to church incognito when everybody rose, yeah. The Reverend Smithy, he recognized me. He punched me in my nose. He said, no more, Mr. Nice Guy, Alice. No more, Mr. Clean. No more, Mr. Nice Guy, Alice boy. You're sick, you're sick. No more, Mr. Nice Guy, Alice. No more, Mr. Clean. No more, Mr. Nice Guy. They said that I'm sick, I'm a sick.
Are you still on air?
Yep. See, when we stream it this way, we can talk over the tracks, which is not really a good idea all the time, but it's not so bad when there's a long player like this one.
Yeah.
How good is that man live?
Good. Well,
Absolutely brilliant.
he's a professional.
He certainly is. And I think we had a chat about this one night at the after show. He's one of the guys that's talked about licensing himself when he retires. So he's got, like Kiss have done the same thing. They're talking about licensing Kiss and passing the brand on to another group. And he's talked about the same thing, which is not so ridiculous these days, I don't think. I'm not sure I would go and see it.
That's right, because he's not Alice Cooper.
Yeah, that's right.
A character he's played
Yeah.
for like 50 years, you know.
So at this point, we'd normally play the trailer for the video memories thing. I'm not going to do that. I've stuck the Apollo Memories website up there. Email. God, it's really knocked us off, this technology tonight, hasn't it? I'm feeling annoyed. And anyway, and on the email this week, and thanks to Bon Scott, we had a terrific, I must have had about 7 or 8 emails from a guy whose name escapes me at the moment because I've just lost my marbles, who went to all these gigs. It was mainly punk gigs. And what he did was he had the ticket and then he did a little review of every show. Yeah. And I wish I'd done that. You know, I mean, I do it now, but I wish I'd done it way back, you know, because...
Is this the guy who he had it in like a jotter, a school jotter?
Something like that. Bon, what's his name, mate? I know you're there. Bon, who's the guy? I want to give him a name check, but next week we'll actually feature some of the guys' tickets and reviews because they're really, really good. And he had a list with like out of 10 or whatever. And then
I've seen that. It's
really good. I mean, it's really, really good. And I've noticed. There you go. Thanks, Bon. Neil McLean. Thank Neil. Fantastic effort. Really good. Yeah. And I actually asked Neil why did he do it, and he said I've no idea. But it was really good.
Well, happy he did.
Yeah, whatever he did, it was brilliant. And and it's funny because I encouraged my son to do the very same thing. And Rory's a big gig goer, and he's been doing it. He's actually writes reviews and posts them on a website of all the gigs he's been at. And he's been at a lot of gigs, you know. So, so what's this one? Facebook user. I'm assuming that's you again, Alan. Ricky Medlock did the same with Blackfoot. Apparently, his son is leading the band now with none of the. Really?
Wow.
Hadn't heard that. I reckon Ricky will be back in Blackfoot before he retires, because obviously Skinner are winding down now. I'd love to see him again. So you say that one. Never mind writing down reviews. I wish I could remember all the bands I've seen. Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep all my tickets, and they're on a wall, downstairs.
Yes.
But I'm glad I did that, because. But I know, I mean, there's a few missing, but I can't remember which ones are missing now.
Yeah. Well, me and you went to see Thunder, and I have no recollection of this.
Oh, the one at the venue.
Yeah.
Oh, that was brilliant, mate. I've got a badge from that down there.
No recollection.
We did get a wee bit refreshed that night.
Was it in Rose Street?
No, it was the venue. It was down. It's just off the top of Leith Walk, near the Black Bull. You know, the very the Hibs end.
Right. Downstairs.
Down the hill. It was down and round the back of the Bull, and it's on the left hand. It's still there, but it's closed now. It's not a venue anymore, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
But it was good. I used to go there every night. I used to go there every night. I mean, it was a great place, because I lived in a squat, and I lived in a squat with 7 women. It was absolutely mental, and we used to go to this the venue every night, because we didn't really have much in the squat, so we'd go there and have a wash. That was minging. Anyway, so if you do have any memories that you'd like to commit to video, we'd really appreciate them. It's every week. Andy and I,
or even text. Yeah.
Or even text. Yeah, someone else mentioned that actually. You just write them down and send them to us, because me and Andy could maybe do something with that anyway. But if you want some help, I'm very happy to help, as is Andy, to help you make a video. So don't panic if you're nervous about it. We'd love to capture those stories, because as Tommy said one night about 3 or 4 weeks ago, this is culturally important, and I really believe it's something that we should all be thinking about and collecting. So once this blinking lockdown's out of the way, we'll be up in Glasgow, and I'll have my camera with me, and we'll make the videos when we meet in the pub, guys. Right, we'll make them in the pub.
Stalking people.
For you at the Apollo. But I want these videos because I think it's really important. Right, so there's another piece of news.
Sorry. Do you remember that thing that they had it was on BBC Scotland a wee while ago? Oh, it was a few years ago, and I think it was when I Was There was coming out, and they were going to they were pretending to put a blue plaque up on where Walkabout is, and they were in Walkabout, and they were asking people, do you remember the Apollo? And they were like 20 or something. And they're, do you remember the Apollo? Like, no, I never heard of it.
No.
So, well, see, but that's because the culture's gone. Yeah,
that's the point. You just made it better than I did. Absolutely right. So we need to keep it going. And in that line, Davy Lawrence, who some of you have responded to on the website, Davy's the guy who was touting for stories for a radio show. Well, Davy and his boss pitched the program, which is 8 episodes. It's gone out on, I think it's Smile Radio in London, and it's going to be 8 episodes, and they're choosing iconic British venues, including the Liquid Rooms and the Apollo. They pitched it and it went really well. Now, I haven't heard from Davey this week. Davey, if you're there, let us know, and you can give us an update. But he said it went really well, and the feedback was excellent. So let's hope we're going to get another documentary. And Andy reckons it's the 3rd documentary in recent years.
Yeah, well, I think it would be the 3rd documentary. BBC Scotland did one called.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Don't remember the name.
That was and Janice. Oh, it's too early in the morning for me. So bad. It's so bad. It was so
terrible. Yeah.
Janice on BBC Scotland did one.
Oh yeah.
As well. Oh, the BBC Scotland one. They did a show called Temple of the Apollo, and I've listened to it a few times.
Were we on that one?
No, we weren't on that one.
No.
All
right.
But it's very good. I think I sent it off to Jack, so he might have it to
distribute.
Distribute. But if anyone wants one, I can.
I think I've got it as well.
Yeah. So I was like, I think it was a half-hour documentary called Temple of the Apollo. It's
Right.
on the website. It's on BBC website, but it's not available. So
Right.
I wish they would just leave it there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that people could watch it.
They keep doing that, don't they? They keep, putting things up, taking them down, putting things up, taking them down. I mean, my lad William, who's 11, he wanted to watch the X-Men movies this week, and they used to all be on Netflix or on Amazon.
Yeah,
they've all gone. You've got to pay for them all again. So
are they on Disney? Is that?
Well, I don't know, but there's obviously something going on. So I went straight onto the where and downloaded them for free. But terrible. Don't tell anybody if anyone asks.
I do not condone this actions.
He started me on it. It's him. And
just for educational purposes, mate.
Educational purposes.
You like it, buy it. If you like it, buy it.
Well, I do. I do tend to do that. Yeah. In fact, I tend to buy books twice, don't I? I buy the audiobook and I buy the hard book. So it's hardbacks. Very strange. Anyway, there was one other thing that I forgot to mention earlier. Sorry?
Are you talking to me?
I was talking to you.
Are you talking to me? I was just replying to Chris. I was replying to Chris. Janice Forsyth. Thank you, Chris.
Yes, Facebook user. The documentary presented by Alvin is brilliant, and that's available on YouTube.
That's George Price from Carluke.
Hello, George. Hello. I really don't like this. We need to get the 2 laptops back. I don't like not being able to name check people. Anyway, there was one other thing, guys, that I wanted to mention, and it was Kevin Robertson posted a picture. Now, Andy reckons we'd seen it before. I couldn't remember, but in '88, so after 3 years after the Apollo closed, there was a fire in clouds, and here's the picture. Look at that. Isn't that a right state? Don't remember that. I don't remember ever seeing it, Andy, but oh my goodness. It's pretty awful.
That's pretty bad. And
it's so sad.
More water going in there. Put it up again, mate. Put it up again. Yeah, very sad. Yeah. Is that the pavilion at the other end there?
Could be top.
Yeah.
It's at 1 o'clock. Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
It's difficult to get the bearings on where we are. Someday again we'll know it. But anyway, before we finish and play the last piece of music, this has got nothing to do with the Apollo, but it was just weird. One of these weird things. I got approached this week. Not like that. We're in lockdown. And
wow.
And I got approached by a guy from Finland this week. Turns out he was in the Finnish death metal band that was in the Eurovision Song Contest.
Lordy?
No,
no.
I've got the video. Right, wait, this is like you see, wait, see, this is really funny. Sorry, guys, going to do the Apollo. It's just one of these.
We're going to get copyright on this.
No. He won't mind. It's only 10 seconds. Let me show you this. It's so funny. Now, the point of me showing that was the guy who was, it's not working. Clearly, it's screwed the stream up. It's a problem with the videos. The guy was wearing a cut-off denim, and it was covered in badges from the bands that played at the Apollo.
Okay.
Right. It was really funny. So you can hear the racket. It was a noise, but I thought it was just quite a funny coincidence. So we're going to try and finish. Oh, Andy.
You're stuck again.
We are. Let me see if I can do this. We might just need to finish this, but it's definitely not working. I'm back, am I? Great. Right. Let me see if I can do this. It's not letting me. Right. So we're just going to have to finish, mate. We've got a song I wanted to finish with, but it's not going to work. So we better not try anymore. So I'm not even going to try the closeout. So I hope you enjoyed that. Did you enjoy that, Andy?
It was an experience. Yes.
I would give it 6 out of 10. It's not the best show we've ever done. I mean,
that much.
Aye. Yeah, it's not bad. We still managed to get through it, mate. And
we did. Kept going.
there was some fun. You know, it was all right. And
Oh, you're kind of back now.
well, I can't see anything. I'm talking to the camera. I can't see anything. So next week we'll play the track that I was going to play at the end. But it's a bit cosmic. There's a clue. But we'll play that next week, and hopefully we can get this sorted out. I'm not quite sure if it's wrong, but I'm going to get on the phone to this crowd again and make more complaints because they said to me last week there's a problem with the code that goes with with Chrome. So then they put us on the other one and said, oh, the problem's gone to the other browser now to Firefox. So it's a bit confusing. So I need to sort it out, but I will do. So it's good night from me.
And it's good night from me, and be excellent to each other. And
I'll see you all over on the Zoom after show. Hopefully that'll be a bit more reliable. I don't even know how to close this. Wait a minute. I'll be back. No, we're not. I'll try my best to close the stream off clean. If I can't, it might go on for a little bit.
Stagger.
So thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. We'll see you over on Zoom. Cheers. Well, that was annoying.